So, Mac, I want to welcome you to
Thank
my
you.
secret lair where I'm cutting all kinds of educational material.
It's great to be here.
So, tell people really quickly who you are and what do you do. And this conversation is going to be about martial arts and BDSM, which I'm super excited to talk about.
So I'm Mac McGregor, and I've been in the martial arts 43 years now. I hold fourth degree black belt or above in 17 different martial arts, and I'm a BDSM top, and teach kinky classes all over. And I'm also the gender sensei.
Yeah. And,
So.
and I'm super excited to see you again because we
Good to
never
be
see
here.
enough of each other.
Yes.
Both of us have a martial arts background.
Yes.
I don't identify as kinky, and you do. And so, when did you discover martial arts? You know, in a less than 30 seconds. And then when did you discover kink, or was it simultaneous?
No. I was only 6 years old when I started martial arts.
Okay.
So it was much later that I discovered kink. I just started like playing with lovers a little rough because I grappled all the time in the martial arts and stuff, and I started trying to play with lovers rough, and some would like it and some wouldn't. It'd freak some of them out. So I was testing the ground a little bit. Yeah, as I got older. Yeah.
And then for you, applying, martial arts to your kink, like how did that come about, or was it just a natural transition?
Well, when I actually found the kink community, it was a natural transition because they loved it. And a lot of people I saw in the kink community wanted to play rough, but they didn't have the background and the knowledge how to do it really safe.
Play safe, yeah.
Right, so I saw people trying to hit each other and kick each other and grapple, and I was like, as a martial arts teacher, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, and that's like for me a big thing for me around like ground fighting. And then coming into the, being a sex educator and then finding the kink community and being invited in to talk about communication, I would see people doing like, chokes. And I'm like, you really want to do a strangle? Like, you don't want to do technically a choke is windpipe, strangle is blood flow.
Right.
And then I'm like, excuse me,
Yes.
can you move your elbow just a little bit over? It'll make a big difference.
Right. Yeah. It was really hard for me not to interrupt scenes. And in the kink community, you're not supposed to interrupt someone's scene.
Yeah.
But as a longtime martial arts teacher, it was like so hard for me not to step in because when you see somebody doing something
that's
in a way
potentially dangerous.
Yeah, you want to step in.
Sure.
So, I felt like I had to gag myself a lot.
What around, like, what's a quick bit of advice for like I know you teach takedowns and classes like that, but like what would be an overall tidbit of advice for people who don't have a martial arts background who like to play rough?
Yeah, well, take a class. The biggest thing I would say is if you're interested in trying something new with your lovers, take a class together. And that's actually fun to take a class together. And it brings a freshness to your relationship. And then you're actually learning so you can do it safe. My thing about it is in kink and BDSM, most of the time your goal is to get laid that night. And if someone ends up in the ER, you're probably not getting laid that night.
Important safety tip, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
So then my other question, and we'll end this video on, for people who are kinky, who want to learn, better martial art technique for their kink, but don't have a kink class to go to, how do I, as a kinky person, infiltrate a traditional martial arts workshop and not screw that up?
Right, well, you can find a good martial arts dojo near you. Go look at a few. I always say just don't go to the first one on the corner, but watch a few classes of some different ones. See what resonates with you, what you think, what you're interested in. If they do more grappling or striking, different arts do different things. Some do more throwing. And then talk to the instructor and say, I want to learn something. Take a private lesson or...
And is that when you reveal, like, I actually want to use this takedown technique for my sex life?
Well, I think that depends on the teacher and whether you're doing it in the Bible Belt or you're doing it somewhere else.
So can people reach out to you to try to find a kink-friendly martial arts dojo?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Yes, I can help you find someone in your area, or you can bring me in and do a seminar for you.
Perfect.
Or come do private lessons.
Awesome. And where can people find you again?
They can find me at BeTrueToSelf.org.
And I'm Reid at readaboutssex.com or sexgeeksummercamp.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Leave a comment below.
Yes.
When did you discover the estuary of martial arts and BDSM? Thank you.
Hey,
Bye.
Bye.